So I'm actually getting together my thoughts about Project 2025 on my Substack. This is the first installment of that. If you want to check it out, the link is at the bottom of the picture. But I think it's actually really important to talk about how Project 2025 in particular is going to fuck over BookTok. And I say this as someone who does a lot of BookTok content. Project 2025 is coming after the BookTok girlies. So this is on Project 2025's page 5. This is like part of the intro, I think. So it's this whole thing about like pornography and like how pornography like breaks down the American family and how everybody who produces it should be like thrown in jail or whatever. And this is loaded as fuck. It is especially loaded considering that Trump just picked up like the same amount of felony convictions as the years I personally have been alive over like bribe payments he made to a porn star. So like that's another conversation for another day. God, I hate this. As a disclaimer, I do think that there are certain aspects of the porn industry that are really fucked up. Like a lot of different things about the porn industry need to be regulated, and there's a lot of really bad things going on that really are warping the way that we view sex and the way that like men view women. Certainly, like there's definitely like a kernel of truth in here, but this is such a slippery slope because especially this last part, educators and public librarians who purvey it should be classed as registered sex offenders. You know, the slippery slope is coming for like the romance writers and the kind of material that BookTok lives on. And yeah, like worrying about like the state of fan culture is kind of like a really small aspect of everything that is fucked up about Project 2025. But I think if you're a BookTok girly who feels like politics doesn't really affect your life, it absolutely will. And then here, where do we draw the line? There's a difference between like a book that is essentially porn and then books that have sex scenes but are not porn. Like there's a difference, and I think they're not going to see the difference. And this is especially telling when it comes to like historical books, when it comes to like something like The Color Purple or like Their Eyes Were Watching God, where like there is sex in them, but it's definitely not like titillating sex. Like it's sex like for the plot or sex that actually happened. It's literally just censorship with extra steps. And I have a hard time with people acting like the Republicans are all about like protecting the children when they don't give a fuck about what happens to them when they're born economically or lifestyle wise. And they definitely don't mind dealing with a dude who was on the Epstein plane a bunch of times. I will say though, I am calling the ACOTAR girlies to action right now because I swear on everything, there is so much that I hate about Project 2025, about the Republican Party and what they're doing right now. But I swear, if we were all in the ship war trenches when it came to this fucking ship war, and we don't find out what the fuck happens because some idiot politicians think that just censoring material willy-nilly for no reason is the way to deal with the porn industry, I will march down to Washington on foot and kick actual ass. I will kick ass about Project 2025. I will volunteer. I will donate for a whole lot of other reasons. But when it comes to like the material that I deal with on TikTok, we have to, as BookTok girlies, stand up for what's right here. And what is right is not censoring material because like some Republican assholes don't understand it. I'll also say, y'all, for the fan fiction girlies, I feel like if they're gonna come after pornography in that way, they're coming after AO3. And AO3 is a really important thing. And I feel like that's a place where even though there's some batshit insane things on there, you can't necessarily deny, like, that's a place for people to be batshit insane. Like, I might not fuck with everything on there, you might not fuck with everything on there, but it is important that that space exists, and we might not have access to it anymore in Trump's new America, in the America of Project 2025. So yeah, I'm calling the ACOTAR girlies, the BookTok girlies to action. If you don't think politics is going to affect you, it is going to affect you. It already does affect you, but it'll affect you that much more, especially when we're in the trenches about a lot less serious things like ship wars. We need to be in the trenches about this.